Hello Flosstube, my name is Charlotte and welcome to my video. This is Flosstube number 8, which is my November and December 2018 update. It's been about 6-8 weeks since my last video. We will be going through new starts, WIPs and finishes today. Unfortunately I don't have a lot of time because it's before work. This is the only time I've been able to do a video because it's January and I'm an accountant. Tax return season. Yay. So we're just going to go straight into it. I had one new start, 2 finishes, which were actually FFOs, but in total I had 3, yes, 3 FFOs. Unfortunately, none of them I have here because they were all Christmas presents. So we'll start with my new start, which was Excuse the Mess by KLT Charting. This was a Christmas present for my work colleague, because she has kids and she's constantly moaning that they're making a mess, although she is the cleanest person in the world. You go into her house and it's just spotless. So there's that. So unfortunately, obviously, because I don't have the present here, you'll have to deal with pictures. So that's how it finished. Good. I will try and insert pictures, if not it'll be at the end. Excuse the mess, the children are making memories. I did that on 18 count Ada, or sparkly Ada, and it was hand dyed by KLT Charting Kim, the lovely Kim. And it was bubblegum ripple, and I did it in the new sparkly DMC threads, the Itoli, just black. So that was my first, well, it wasn't my first finish, but that was my start. Finished it and framed it. How was it framed? Just a plain black frame, framed it myself. My other finish were the robins from this calendar. I won't show you the chart, but I'll show you these robins. I decided not to do the little feathers coming out. I didn't particularly like them, so they were omitted. That one was finished and FFO'd into a cushion. So that was the finished cushion. Which obviously I made. Again, don't have it here. It was a gift. So I did that as, so that was the front, it's got a zip at the top, and that was the back fabric. The first actually FFO, because that was the second one that I FFO'd right before bingo, almost missed bingo. Can't believe I almost missed bingo. Didn't win anyway, so might as well have just missed bingo. Then the first one was one that had already been finished. I just needed to FFO it. And that was the Lakeside Needlecraft Tea and Cake Sow. which I finished into a cushion again. It's got the lighter purple fabric at the front, and then at the back it's got darker purple. So that was my new start and my finishes. I was quite happy that I actually managed to FFO things. Admittedly, they were Christmas presents, so if I hadn't FFO'd them, then people weren't getting their presents. So after the Christmas stitching was done, I thought, right, I'm going back to Moana. I hadn't stitched on Moana since I think it worked out the 1st of April. That was a long, long time ago. So we will, I'll try and find a picture of what it looked like. There we go. This is what Moana looked like before. As you can see, no background, and Pua looked like a demon. This is what Moana looks like now. Most of this was done between Christmas and New Year. So as you can see, I've now done all of this background, and Pua doesn't look like a demon anymore. And I've done a little bit of the legs, although the legs now look like she's been blown up. I'm a little bit disheartened with this one. Just a little bit. That's what it should look like. Compared to what it does. Can you notice anything? The background should have been stitched 1/1. What did I do? I've stitched it 2/1. Do you know how I noticed that? Because it was almost out of the threads from the kit. I was thinking, oh, still got quite a bit of the background to do. I've got many threads left. Why is that? Ah, because I'm being a numpty and didn't read the chart properly. So that's the key. All of that is down here, so 2 strands. All the ones in the second column, 1 strand. Didn't read that. Didn't read that. So I'm almost out of threads. So that was it, Christmas Eve. Realised that. No, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, realised that. Spent a good part of an hour going through my stash, trying to find the perfect, well, the same colour, because I know that it's a kit by Vervico. That they use DMC threads. I have quite a few DMC threads, mostly thanks to KLT Charting's monthly stash club and the local craft charity shop. So I was running around the room. This was at like 10 o'clock at night, so there was no daytime lighting. And the lighting in here isn't the best. So I'm going around, going to the different light sources in the room, around the house, trying to match up the threads. Is this the one? Is this right? Is this right? This right? I finally, well, that's if I even had it in my stash, finally decided that that was the same colour. 3705. Haven't yet started stitching with that, so if it is noticeable, I will be going to my local needle craft shop, the Jolly Stitcher down in Fareham, to try and match up this thread before I continue. It doesn't really matter at the moment, and I'll get onto that a little bit later. So I did manage to get quite a bit of Moana done. I'm quite happy. Even though I did go into the new year quite peeved off with myself. There was quite a bit of foul language, you can imagine. So, Moana. That one I've been taking to work and stitching in my lunch break, which I really shouldn't be doing, but shh, we'll come to that in a little bit. For the new year, I decided I was going to track my progress. Well, track which days I worked on which. And I've done this. So each day, I mark which ones I worked on. So, Heaven and Earth, Pipkin, I don't know if you can read that, but it says Pipkin, Moana, Skyrim, and Fantasy. So far this year, I've worked on everything apart from the Fantasy cushion. Mostly at the moment, you can see, I'm concentrating on the Heaven and Earth. Today's the 15th, but it's like 7:30 in the morning, so I haven't started stitching yet. And this stays with me at all times, and it says, "You're one in a melon. You're so cute." I got that from my very good friend Nat. Hi Nat. Melon. And I also got the pen from Nat, which is lanky. I've had loads of fun because I'm a giant child clicking my pen. As you saw there, I've worked on everything bar the Fantasy cushion. So, first thing I worked on this year was Pipkin. Let's show you Pipkin. That is Pipkin, or what will be Pipkin. Started this a year and a half ago. Just been, it was hiding for a long time, and I really haven't got much done of it. That is as far as I've done on Pipkin. But before, I had done that. So I've done literally 2 lines. 2 lines on him. He is going to be my bingo stitching, because there's quite a bit of a gap between the first session and the first part of the book and the second part of the book. So there's about half an hour, I'd say, where we're not doing anything. So I decided that I'm going to take Pipkin and he's going to be my bingo bunny. Now I get to stitch. Next thing I work on was Skyrim on the 5th, which was actually at bingo. So there's me saying, "Oh, bingo bunny." Yeah, no, I took Skyrim. Sorry, it's in the project bag. Before I had done that, and now I have done that. So again, not a lot of progress, but it's a little bit. This is being stitched on either 16 or 18 count hand dyed Ada by Crafty Kitten. If you've watched my previous videos, you will see that I did have a little bit of a rant about this fabric. So there was a little bit of work on that. But if you follow me on Instagram or my Facebook page, you will have seen I posted up about Selfish Stitching 2019. I think I've mentioned it before. 2019 is going to be the year for me. Stitching stuff for me. Because all the projects that I did last year in 2018 were gifts for other people. I didn't keep any of them. And I've decided that no, I got into this hobby for me and that I wanted to stitch it. The only things I've actually kept myself were the 2 rabbits, the other Watership Down rabbits, which I haven't actually FFO'd. They're finished, they're in a drawer. And my very first project was a little Mini Cooper kit. I haven't actually kept anything for myself and finished it for myself. So that's what the plan is this year. The plan for this year is to finish my Heaven and Earth. My big old Heaven and Earth is actually a mini. So, to help me do this, I've signed up for 2 Stitch Talks challenges. The first one is the 100 Days of Hade. So you stitch every day for 100 days, and there was 2 options with this. One, either do 5 stitches a day, at least every day for those 100 days, or the other one was to get set yourself a target and you have to meet it in the 100 days. So I did the second one, which was I wanted a page finish. So I am working on Mini Maleficent by Anya Kai. That's what it will be. It's only a mini. When you first saw, oh, not when you first saw it, but on the 1st of January, that's what it looked like. So I finished page 1, I was on page 2, started the top. And that's how far we are with it at the moment. So I've done a little bit on here. So far we are a week into the 100-day challenge and I've managed to stitch every day on it, which I'm quite happy with that. Yesterday I only managed 6 stitches, but it was still 6 stitches. The other challenge that I've signed up for is a year-long challenge, and it's called Stitch Around the World. So, Portia has got this sheet, and each one is a leg. So the first leg is London to Paris, and it's 470 kilometres, so you have to do 470 stitches. So a kilometre is a stitch. So the first one is London to Paris, which was 470 stitches. I managed to do that on the 13th, which was Sunday. I managed to finish the 470. The next leg is Paris to Turin, 775 stitches. So far I am 43 stitches. So still quite a while to go, but I haven't had a proper weekend to stitch with it yet. I think once I've done that, once I've got into a full weekend, which probably won't actually be until February, will be when I start doing the legs. I was thinking, oh yeah, no. In total, the highest leg on here is New York to Queenstown, sorry, which is 15,006 stitches. 15,000. That's like 2 pages. 2 pages. It's quite near the end, so I'm hoping if I manage to do the stitch around the world, I won't quite finish the chart. I'll have a half page left, so I've got to try and finish this sooner rather than later. We've got time, we've got the rest of the year. It is only the 15th of January. Right. On that note, I've got to cut this short, but that is all my WIPs. My new starts and my finishes. I will probably come back to show you my haul, because I got quite a bit of stitchy stuff for Christmas and I would like to show that. I also want to do a year-end review for 2018, so I'm hoping that I will be able to do that. It may not come until February because, as I said previously, January tax return season. Oops, pardon me. January tax return season. So I will talk to you later. Thank you all to my new and old subscribers. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.